What's good, comic book family? This is your boy Gen X from Gen X Comics. I hope you had a great free comic book day. It's every first Saturday in May, and today was a great time. I've heard from a lot of people that May 6th, 2023 was a great year for free comic books. I'm in a hotel right now, venturing out, but I was able to connect and get with some LCS to get at least one book, but hopefully you got some really cool books. So we're going to talk a little bit about what's been happening this weekend. This weekend's also what else in the movies? What's happening in the movies? Well, Guardians of the Galaxy, the new one, the new installment, the last one is showcased. So hopefully you went to go see it. No spoilers here today. I haven't seen it yet, but I am jumping in on it. I unfortunately jumped on some spoilers or some folks talking about it already. Tisk to those who did it too quick, too fast, too soon. So this is Gen X letting you know that I will be doing that, but in the future we might have to have a conversation about what occurred. All right, we're gonna get into the free comic book day FCBD for those who like the acronym. I'm going to talk a little about what exactly are out there. Here's some books, and I'm going to talk about why and how in the future you should be jumping on a plan of action to get the dopest free comic books. Some of these free comic books are actually worth a lot of money, especially the ones that were low print. So hopefully you got some really good ones. So what's on store? I just wanted to highlight a few ones. Here is, woo, look at that. Marvel Voices. Yes, the multicultural Marvel Voices. We're talking about inclusion. And so Marvel does it best. As you all know, their storied history. This is a cool cover. And then the other, Umbrella Academy. What is happening here? Free comic book day, just getting people acquainted with the Umbrella Academy. I can't wait for the Netflix special to return. Yes, indeed, I'm looking forward to it. And the next piece that I was really excited about was this Avengers and X-Men crossover here. There's another free comic book day. I hope you were able to acquire this and get this into your, your PC. And then we also have this really ominous Star Trek free comic book day. Looks like there's blood. Not sure if whose blood it is, but I'm sure it's probably one of the crews. Maybe it's Captain Kirk. I don't know. You'll have to read it. Make sure you get in on it. Let's go. Next one that I like to feature is Amazing Spider-Man and Venom together forever. They'll never leave each other. You know how they do. They're the best of friends and the worst of enemies. Sometimes they got to work together to defeat who? Carnage and some other people who just won't leave them alone. Again, there's Conan the Barbarian that also came out on Free Comic Book Day. Uh, really cool artwork here. Hopefully, you were able to acquire. These are some of my favorite covers, just showing you some of the things that we were able to get, not only online, but also hopefully you pick these up. And last but not least, the Cursed Library. This is part of the Archie horror line, so they did something a little different here. Free Comic Book Day. Make sure you pick these up. And Chow Chin. These are for my indie folks. Chow Chin X. This looks really cool. Looking forward to picking this up, hopefully in the near future, and checking out this amazing artwork. So I'll be doing more and more in-depth conversations around some of these, just to kind of get your whistle wet. You know what I'm saying? So again, in the future, just wanted to talk about what exactly you should be doing in order for you to maximize your free comic book day. And hopefully you followed all of these. And let me know if there's some other tactics and other ways in which you approach today. One of the most important days of the year, free comic book day. So what happens? I just want to remember, map out your LCS route. Yes, this sounds a little OCD, but LCS routes mapping, making sure that you know exactly where you're headed to first and foremost, especially those who are actually doing some major promotions. So make sure that you know the ones that are going to take up and sap up most of your time. Making sure that you go to your favorite one in person, and making sure that you get in line early. So wake up early. Make sure that you map them. Know their times, know their schedule, know how far they are from your house. I know that sounds OCD, but guess what? You want to be the first one to get those books. Again, get there early. Get there early, soon and early. The reason being is because they have limited quantities. of some of the hard to get covers. So you just want to make sure that you get there on time. Spend more time in the LCSs with sales. What do I mean by that? Well, you want to make sure that you are in that space. You might find some other things that are for sale. For example, my LCS typically has 30, 50, and sometimes 70% off, especially modern books. So make sure that you're going out, make sure you spend some time with the LCSs with sales so you can maximize your potential and also get your PC straight, right? And then please, these shops do not just do these just for the fun of it. Obviously, it's part of a promotion, but a lot of these shops are, competing against like the eBays and the whatnots and so on and so forth. Make sure you're patronizing each shop. Make sure you're making sure that you're buying some of the keys that you want, especially when they're on sale. This helps them keep them up afloat and keeps them going. And remember, have fun. Bring friends and family, even the ones that are kicking and screaming, saying, I don't like comic books. They'll like it, I'm sure. So just bring them along with you. Listen, this is all about getting people connected. And so, what better way to do that beyond a con is to get them to the LCS on Free Comic Book Day. So, this is your boy, Gen X. I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me. Just a few little tidbits of information, and also maybe some of my own ways of moving and shaking throughout this day, which is one of the dopest days of the year. So I hope you had fun. I hope you ventured out and you brought your friends and family, and I hope you brought some dope books. Hope you got more than one book, unlike me. So until later, until then, until next time, Excelsior.